I can't start every episode with my arms out, dude. I'm gonna end up starting every single episode like this.
My heart goes out to you. As long as it's not one arm and both, we're fine, right?
Yeah, that's... Oh, no. Welcome to episode 74 of 2 Degrees of Separation. We are your hosts. My name is... Eli.
My name is Jacob. You know what I noticed watching that last week episode? There are times where we both laugh and lean a direction at the literally...
same time!
I promise, the same time.
There was one point, it was... Wow,
we like mimic each other so perfectly that it's AI.
Dude.
It's all AI.
I mean, like... While we were doing it last week, while we were doing the podcast, there was a point I was laughing and I leaned down and I see you lean at like I'm talking the same time, it was to a T on point.
Well, see, now the cameras are actually the right direction, so we'll lean the opposite way at least.
That's
rather than literally looking like a tower going down at the same time. Yeah,
it's fine. Human centipede, dude.
If that's how you want to consider it, sure.
No.
Sure.
We have a lot to talk about. More so, Jacob has a lot to talk about.
Not a lot.
Well, not a lot, but it's a cool story. It's still cool.
Yeah.
It's still cool, especially if you're like into the... It sounds really bad to say that, but like if you're into the conspiracy theory episodes, I guess, so to speak, this like...
Yeah, to a degree, I guess.
To a degree. I'm going to say to a degree.
You like Indiana Jones?
You like it? Yeah. But before we get to that, right? If I don't talk about this, I'm going to forget. But have you ever had... This is 3 points in my life that are unbelievably embarrassing. Okay? Have you ever had a moment where you're just like your common sense just like failed to exist, like completely? Like you're just like
a moment?
Dude.
I didn't have common sense until like 5 years ago. Are you kidding?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. But mine failed me. I mean, I was thinking about it because we were driving somewhere and I was like, dang, the sun is bright, dude. Like the sun is so bright. And then it brought me back to a moment in which there was a point in time within the last 5 years that I had to sit there and think for a moment. I was like, I don't even want to say it. This is how dumb it is.
This is bad.
This is really
bad. Real
bad, dude. No, because like I was like, and I think I asked Kristen, or I was going to, and then I realized,
Am I
like,
stupid?
Yeah, like,
there are times literally I'll look at Lindsay and I'm like, I think I'm stupid.
Yeah. So it was sun was really bright and I was like, yo, this is killing my eyes. And then I was like, dang, I remember that one time I was looking at a picture and like, you know, the sun's in the background, right? You know, the sun's in the background of pictures all the time. And I was like, dude, I can't say it, dude. I can't. I legitimately was like, when I look at a picture of the sun, why don't my eyes hurt, dude?
Oh man. I've never had that kind of lack of common sense. Ooh, that's a tough one.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
No.
It was,
man.
yeah. And I thought about it today, and I was like, all right, I've definitely got some other moments in my life that I remember that were just like really bad. Like really
I've
dumb.
witnessed 2 of them.
Oh, I don't even know which ones you witnessed. Oh, man. Maybe my common
When
sense
we were
worse than I
kids,
thought.
Eli was sitting with a lighter.
Oh, This is one of them.
You can take it from here if you want, because I don't know what went through your head to get to this point. But
Dude.
he probably doesn't even want to talk about it.
I'm gonna start crying. Dude. All right.
You brought it up.
I did because I need to talk about this because I need to not be the only one that's done these dumb things.
You might be. This one, you might be the only one.
Listen,
other than like cavemen and BC at some point,
dude. All right, so have you ever? I don't know why.
Y'all ever smelled smoke before? And then thought, what's the source smell like?
Dude, you ever wonder what fire smells like?
Yeah, you should smell me in the kitchen.
Dude, I don't even know where I got the lighter from. And lighter was there was some fire, and I just dude, I just got it right there, and I just went dude. And what was going through my brain? I don't have a good answer. Because in what world could anybody possibly think that was a good idea? Like, what did I think was going to happen? That somehow flame was just going to fly through my nose? Like, it was going to have a smell? Is that?
I mean, that's on you.
I mean, I guess. Hey, dog, I don't know. But so, that happened. I decided to smell fire, and it was just burnt nose hair. Just fun fact for you.
Dang.
And then the last moment, it's not too bad. I mean, it's pretty dumb, but it's not too bad. So when I was like a really young child, all right, listen. I hope it's gonna fix itself. It's fine. Jacob's messaging me. It's fine. It's probably
on my end. This dude's delayed by like 3 seconds, but
it's fine. It's fine, dude. I mean, everything's recording.
I'm in the past.
It's okay.
He's in the future.
It'll correct itself at some point.
It's like we're Bill and Ted.
But so when I was a wee lad, all right. I was in our grandparents' car, and I didn't know what it was. I pressed the cigarette lighter.
I heard this story too.
I pressed the cigarette lighter in. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know. So it popped out, ping, popped out, and I looked at it, and I was like, dang, that thing's orange. Why is it orange? And my dumb brain, I just pressed my thumb against it. Dude,
you and heat. Dude. If you were at the edge of a volcano, you'd be like, I wonder if it'll really melt.
Yeah, dude, right? Yeah. But so, all right. I did that, but then later on in life, right? I was probably a teenager at this point. I pressed the lighter again, and I was like, oh no, and I pulled it out, and then my dumb brain, I was like,
I wonder if it's hot from that 1 second. Yeah, dude.
It wasn't even that. It's not orange. It can't be hot. So what did I do?
You got that from mom.
Same thing,
she
dude.
told me when she was a kid that she'd be told not to touch the stove. Or maybe it was our grandparents said that she'd be told not to touch the stove.
Dude.
Without hesitation,
who
the second
needs
you look away.
Dude.
Yeah. My lack of common sense was like getting on the cousin's trampoline without the net. That's my lack of, because I almost lost an eye.
He did. Yeah. I mean, but that's not common sense, because
it's like
there's tons of people that jump around that don't have a problem.
I mean, you'd think common sense would say don't get in the car with our grandmother after the first accident, but here we are.
I mean, you were a like a wee lad though.
Dude, I needed that Taco Bell though.
You
No. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I swear it wasn't my fault.
He said it wasn't me.
Taco
It
Bell.
wasn't me. It wasn't me. You were going the opposite direction.
Hey.
He said it wasn't me.
That's
it wasn't
what
my fault.
some people think. I think nobody's on the look. I was there, dude. I was there. That's what
You
gets
were
me.
like 5.
But guess what?
There's
only 2 people who were there. Me and the other one who was driving. I swear our parents were wrong about where that car landed. Regardless, it was in the trees.
Wait, what? Everybody said it was the ditch.
Oh, yeah, you never saw it, dude. Oh, we went in the ditch, and we went over a driveway into one of those electric posts that's in the ground in front of a whole line of trees.
Sick.
And I know we went off to the left because our grandmother powered down like a computer, dude. Meow. I'm not kidding. Same noise. Same noise. I'm not kidding. The power went out, dude.
Shut down.
I'm over there like, huh? Dude.
He said she shut down. Oh, that's terrible.
We went off to the left, over a ditch, into the trees. Little steam coming out of the car.
That's fine.
And here I am.
You didn't even do anything. You stayed in the car. You were chilling.
UPS driver came in and said, "Hey, my name's Dan from UPS. Are you okay?" That's how much I know.
Dude, you remember Dan's name?
Dude, yeah. And people don't believe that I know where the car ended up.
Trauma, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, you're going to remember something like that, I guess. He said, "Hi, my name's Dan." He said, "I'm the UPS driver."
Yeah. Yep. And I also know it was on the left side of the road because I looked to my left and the guy who called 911 was on his porch to my left. In the place our parents say we ended up, there was no house to the left.
I thought you were headed towards Pickford.
We weren't. We were heading back from the co-op, I'm pretty sure, out in Kinross.
The co-op in Kinross?
Yep.
That's how long ago that was?
Yep.
Wow.
You think I forget?
So
we were headed back home.
Were you in Kinross when that happened, or were you on M129?
So you know that Midpoint gas station?
I mean, yeah, I know where Midpoint is, yeah.
So it was not far from the mailboxes our family went to on 129.
Yeah.
It was before that white church.
Oh.
In between there and the gas station. But the white church is on the left. It was on that side of the road. It was before that. I know it was. Y'all can tell me all you want. I'm so certain.
He said,
I'm so
listen.
certain.
I mean, neither of our parents showed up, right?
No, I met them in the ER. I said, "What's up?" Not even a bruise, man.
Dude, that's crazy.
Not even a bruise.
You straight up went stunt driving.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Wear your seatbelts.
Wear your seatbelts.
I've seen what happens when you don't.
Wear a seatbelt. You ever played Flat Out, dude? Gone, dog. Gone.
They should make another Flat Out.
They did, and it's garbage. What do you mean?
When?
Not long. A couple of years back. Like less than 5 years ago.
Well, it must be garbage because I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So that's pretty tight. Anyways, that's enough of my common sense. I just needed to get that off my chest. Now you guys know I'm an idiot.
We're all idiots.
Dude, that's...
Being smart is luxury.
What's that movie? Idiocracy, right? Welcome to Costco. I love you. Dude. That's great. Anyways. Dude, why is it? I fidget too much. I fidget too much because I've never had a problem with my eyelashes getting in my eye until we started doing video. But now I feel like I constantly got something in my eye, and it's only my right.
I don't know what to tell you about that one.
I just work here, dude. Anyways, there's a lot to talk about. I'm like, there's so much happening. Super Bowl's next week. Well, this week. It's this week.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, yeah. Ooh.
Can't wait to see the Chiefs win.
Yeah, right?
Ooh.
Well, that's...
Wow.
Well, here's the thing.
So unexpected.
Yeah, right.
Or they think everybody's going to do it. And because every sports thing is sponsored by betting companies, they're going to have all these people bet on the Chiefs. And then the Chiefs are going to lose. And they're going to make so much more money this year alone, compared to last year and prior years, just off of sport betting.
Oh yeah, I mean, so here's the thing though, right? So
that's just a theory, and that's just a game theory.
Oh no, no, dude, wait, that's you crazy? You bringing that up? Did you know? This is off topic completely. Did you know Sabrina Carpenter was in Noobs?
Every time I bring up Noobs, I point it out.
I just found this out this past week.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness,
the little girl in the gas station.
She is. That's crazy. Anyways, off topic. Sorry, had to throw that in there. Just had to make sure. No, so the Super Bowl's here. It's gonna be here.
Oh, that's right. Don't leave your house.
I'm like so afraid.
Riots.
This is how you know the Super Bowl's rigged, right? Because the home team never plays the Super Bowl at home, right? Ever, dog. Ever.
And that means it's rigged?
Well, yeah, because no matter what, that team's never going to they're not going to make it to the Super Bowl that year. 10 times out of 10, they could be the greatest team in the league for the past 10 years.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
If they're not playing their hometown, because it doesn't make money. But, all right, so hear me out. Kansas right now is having the worst you know what I'm saying, dude? That's oh.
Wow. Never heard that one.
Me either. Kansas.
Take out my phone to translate it.
He's like, can you do that again?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah. Kansas is currently in the middle of having the worst tuberculosis outbreak in history.
Ooh.
And I was like reading that. I was like, okay, tuberculosis, right? It's a thing. It exists. Whatever your opinion is, you don't want TB? Guess what? Get vaccinated. But Kansas having the worst TB outbreak in history right now. And guess what? The Kansas City Chiefs are coming to the Super Bowl. You know what that means? All of freaking Kansas is coming to New Orleans, baby.
Ooh.
Dude, I'm so mad. I had right before Christmas, I had COVID. Right after Christmas, I had the flu.
Well, if you have the mindset, you're gonna get TB, man.
Dude, if I listen, I mean, when I was going to college, I had to get my vaccines, right, to go to college. So I got the TB vaccine then.
Do we know how long that lasts?
10 years. 10 years. You need to get a booster every 10 years.
Fine.
I'm at the 10-year mark.
You're fine. You still got a little resistance.
He said it's okay.
You probably got the COVID shot and the boosters. Dude, you're like, probably gonna get it.
He said, no, sorry, you're getting it, dude. Yeah. He said, yeah, no, I'm sorry. You're getting it. But I'm... Because the thing is it is 100% gonna spread here. Why?
It's Louisiana.
We're talking about the Super Bowl, which is like the biggest sporting event in America. And it's being housed in the Superdome, right? And New Orleans is known as the biggest party city in America. So when you
Well,
got people going
my
to the
heart goes out
biggest,
to you.
Thanks, dog. No. Do the full gesture, Jay. No, don't. But
Can't get me.
you're talking about the biggest sporting event in the biggest party city in America.
Banging.
It's gonna happen. Like it's gonna happen.
And then a month from now, you're the next Raccoon City. I mean,
I
it's
just-
fine, dude. It's
Raccoon
fine.
City. I mean, hey, roll with the punches, because you know that it's inevitable, dude. You know what I'm saying?
And
You know,
I guess so.
you know what I'm saying?
I guess so.
Not me out here quoting 4 Years Strong. It's okay. But yeah, so I'm excited for that. And like, tons of my customers are like really big into football. I talked about this last week. Was it last week or no, it was last week with the Lions. Everybody here likes sports. Everybody's into sports. So out of my customers, nobody said they were going to the Super Bowl, but I don't know. The Superdome is weird because they have, I can't remember what they call it, like the Champion Square or something like that, where it's outside of the Superdome, and like that is also where people will be, because they have like TV screens everywhere. It's like a giant tailgate.
I've been to a
basically.
sports stadium.
Yeah, dude. Watch cars go in circles.
I went to a Tigers game. Just
I forgot. That's actually tight. That would probably be more entertaining.
Shout out whoever didn't get their seats near, literally like right behind the batter, because we ended up like right behind it. Yeah,
That's tight.
Nah, it was okay.
Can you imagine taking a 90-mile-an-hour knuckleball to the forehead?
It was a net, so.
Oh, okay. No.
With my luck, though, that net would rip.
Yeah,
and
right?
Beeline.
That's it.
Dude, it could be going the complete opposite direction. That thing will.
That's 100%.
Looney Tunes style, like a bullet.
It'll be like, yeah, dude. 100%. That's exactly it. Yeah, you'll see the stutter stop. Yeah. No, I mean, when it comes to sports, though, right? When it comes to sports, hockey's actually fun to watch. Like, legitimately, hockey's fun to watch. I went to a Saints game. It was okay. I was chilling. It's not my thing. I've never been to an actual baseball game. Like, not an actual, like an MLB, a professional baseball game.
They're long.
But hockey's tight, dude.
Hockey is like
people out here on the ice, dude. They're just pew, 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 and then they're just doing one of these
spin kick, and then somebody dies.
You know what I'm saying? A spin kick.
Yeah, and then somebody dies.
Why are we? I was talking about fighting.
Well, it happened. Rest in peace, the guy who died last year. But straight up, it happens.
It does. I mean,
hey, if you need extra equipment to even play the game, I mean, correctly,
that's true. Dude,
where's the sport that involves Heelys?
That's street hockey, dog.
Heeley racing.
Could you imagine? I need this to be a sport.
Downhill Heeley sport.
You know how many people are gonna eat it?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
You know, it right at the hill that Dad's house used to be next to.
That's funny.
That hill was deadly.
Well, so you know the hill behind Lake State? That like windy, like on the backside of Lake State, it winds down.
Yeah, there was I think a fire not far from there recently.
Oh? All right.
Yeah, like last week there was a fire in our hometown that just...
Last week?
Yeah, just took out an apartment complex.
There's snow up there. Ain't no wildfires
there
happening.
Wasn't on that place.
The okay.
I promise. There was a big fire.
Nope. How did nobody tell me about this?
The biggest happening in town this past week. I don't know.
How did you find out about it?
Lindsay, actually. I was going to tell her something else, and then she was like, the fire? And I was like, what fire?
He said,
Looked it up.
Fire?
Yep. Somebody turned their stove on and then passed out because they had one too many. Shout out our hometown.
Dude,
if that's not the most Sault Ste. Marie thing.
Dude, Sault Ste. Marie is an episode of Trailer Park Boys. I don't care what anybody says. It is an episode of Trailer Park Boys. But so the hill behind Lake State, one time it was like me, Riley, and her boyfriend at the time. Mm-hmm. We were just walking around town, and we were walking by there, and a bunch of like college students who live in the houses right below it. They were like up on their roof outside, and they were like, "Yo, you want to win $50?" And Riley's boyfriend was like, "What do I gotta do?" And they were like, "Take this scooter and ride it down the hill." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm not doing that." And then he looks at me, he's like, "You want to do it?" I was like, "Absolutely." You know what?
Does it have brakes?
A scooter, dude.
Just riding those brakes the whole time?
Dude, ain't no way.
I would have done it. That's where my common sense would have stopped right there.
It's like it'd have been out the window.
$50?
That is not worth $50.
Dude.
You know how long and windy that road is? Like if
it's got the one brake for the front wheel, you're fine.
No, it's like one of those ones you gotta stomp on the back, dude. The back wheel.
Oh, I'd do that too. Riding that thing 1 mile per hour.
He said, "Oh yeah, 100%, dog."
Yep. $1 for every foot I make it.
I mean, how is somebody gonna stop a car if a car's coming down the road?
Oh, it'll stop, man.
I don't think. He said, man, dude, come on. That's crazy. How did I end up here?
Sports.
Heelys, dog. Heelys. Going downhill.
Heelys.
Well, yeah, it's not Heelys, but it's a scooter. I'm just saying.
Who invented scooters? Who thought, this won't hurt my ankles?
Scooters are dumb. Scooters are dumb. I mean, skateboarding also is really dumb. I fell a lot of times skateboarding. A lot. Skateboarding's dumb.
I mean, that's the only way to get better.
I taught myself how to ride a bike, dude. And I did not fall as many times on a bike as I did a skateboard. I'm just saying. I was a wee little lad. I asked our grandfather, I was like, "Hey, can you take these training wheels off?" He's like, "Yeah." And then he went inside.
I'm tired of being a loser.
And then he went inside.
I'm sick of it. Yeah, you probably thought, you know what you're doing. You asked for the wheels off.
Eat dirt. Straight up. He said, "Rub some gas in it. It'll be okay."
Oh, was it that, Grandpa?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have two.
Dad's dad.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't have training wheels when bikes were made in his day, so.
No, they used unicycles, dude.
Yeah.
Or those big bikes?
Full suits, top hat, unicycle.
No, the bike has the one big old wheel and the one small wheel.
Yeah, dude, that thing's gnarly.
Can you imagine riding one of those things? How do you even mount one of those? How?
With
you have
ladder.
To have a. I was gonna say you have to have a platform. You know, that's wild. That's actually crazy.
We got here in the weirdest way.
I'm fine with it. I'm here for it. You know what, dude? You know what's really got me messed up?
No.
So I was making ramen. All right. I ate my ramen before we started. And I put eggs in it. Like I boiled eggs, right? And then I sat there thinking to myself, I was like, "Dog, 3 eggs? That was like $2 that I just ate." A dozen eggs down here, dog?
How often? I don't think it's that expensive here. But I'll have to check.
When's the last? How often do you eat eggs?
I've got a full carton in there right now, and I'm pretty sure they're only like $3 and some change.
Dude, I will pull up to Michigan just to buy eggs to resell them.
Dude, Lindsay's aunt has chickens that lay eggs. She was gonna give us like fully natural eggs, and then we didn't get them. I was kind of bummed. Well, we just forgot to get them.
Well, so that's the thing. Kristen's aunt also has eggs. She for Christmas gave me 3 dozen eggs.
Dang.
And then Kristen's friend also has chickens, so I can get eggs from her. But dude,
get your own chicken.
$8 a dozen, dog.
It's fine.
I can eat 8 eggs in one sitting.
I cannot eat 8 eggs in one sitting.
Dude, when I was going to the gym, when I was at my like the healthiest of my point in my life.
Dude, now I got something in my eye. What the heck?
It's rubbing off on you, dude. See, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna throw it over there. Take it.
Dude, no.
And what's worse is that it's like directly to that eye. But no, when I was going to the gym regularly, there were times where I just like didn't have it in me to like cook a meal. So I always had ground turkey, or like ground chicken and eggs. Those are like the 3 things that I always had readily available. And there would be times that I came home from the gym and I legitimately would cook. I would cook
hard-boiled eggs,
a pound of ground turkey or chicken, a whole pound, in scrambled eggs, and I would eat about. I think it was either 6 to 8 eggs. A pound.
That's too many eggs.
A pound.
That's too many eggs.
Of meat with 6 to 8 eggs. I mean, yeah, I was dying by the time I was done, but I was like, I know I got to do this. But eggs, I think legitimately, if it's been like a hot minute, like let's say I woke up, skipped breakfast, midday, 2-3 p.m., 100%, I could knock out 8 to 12 eggs in one sitting, for sure.
Dude,
for sure, without a doubt, 100%.
You still eat breakfast?
No, I don't.
Oh, all right. I thought you said skip breakfast.
Well, more so on the weekend. If I wake up early enough, then I'll eat breakfast. But
the only breakfast I get on a weekend is like Tim Hortons coffee and a breakfast burrito.
Banging, dude. That's
about to be $10.
Yeah, the eggs. Eggs. Oh
no, I mean Tim
Hortons. Canada.
They should have just threatened to take that away.
Land. Tim Hortons I didn't even know it. Tim Hortons got bought out by a company that is not Canadian.
Oh, well, never mind. I'm fine.
Tim Hortons is not Canadian.
And we all know it's not real eggs anyways. Come on.
Just like Subway's not real tuna.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Jared from Subway. You in jail now. Loser. How'd them walks do ya, Jared? All that weight for what?
Dude, for what?
For what? You ain't walking now, are you?
Oh, no.
He's not. He's really not.
That's terrible, dude. That's actually crazy. Dang.
All that walking. He was just getting it out before he couldn't do it anymore. That's all. Oh, what a loser.
That's terrible.
What a loser.
What a loser. That's crazy. Yeah, eggs though.
Also has me thinking they're a loser.
Huh? Don't say it.
City and Games. I'm sorry. I know you hold it close. I know you hold it close. But hear me out. Skin packs.
Yeah, that one, you know, I'm going to be honest. You lost me there. Skin packs? Skin packs? I mean, I get
in the year of our Lord 2025 skin packs
in a single player game.
Is this Call of Duty? Is this
and it's
Assassin's Creed?
It's companion skin packs.
Is this Oblivion or Obsidian?
Dude.
That's the real question, dude. Am I gonna
Not the horse armor?
Dude, the horse armor, companions. Come on, Avowed. What are you doing?
Listen,
Plus you got loading screens? Dude.
That's I mean, that's too. I'm amazed. Come on.
You got one more strike.
That was you straight up Owen Wilson, dude. Come on.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Dude, but for real.
I mean,
a $70 game. Now, hear me out.
That's two heavy hitters, 100%. I'm not going to deny that at all.
And they might say,
at all.
But Fortnite does it.
It's Fortnite.
But hear me out.
It's
Fortnite. Free to play.
Fortnite.
You're
No, I'm just kidding.
You're killing me with the microtransactions. We can't do it again.
I mean, but that's everybody. That's everybody. Every AAA developer on the market is going to have some sort of microtransaction.
I mean, if it's for an online game.
Yeah. Not so much single player games. I mean, like DLCs basically
Unless
as far as you get.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Gross. Oh, dude. Yeah, we already saw what happened with Ubisoft. We're there. So, you know.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I have no hope now seeing that. If you're going to try and... As a pre-order bundle, you're including a companion skin pack. That's just a bad look for the future.
I mean, well...
You know what's coming.
It's the same look. It's the same look as Ubisoft saying pre-order our game and you get the DLC.
Yeah, you can get the DLC.
So you're like, okay, tight. Guess what? See, what's bad about that, right? Hear me out. What's bad about that is I understand if you make a game and you put it out and then like you decide, the story's not done. I wish we could add a little bit more to it, right? So game's already been released for a year. And you're like, oh yeah, but this would have been really cool. Like, let's add this. And then people can buy it. But you mean to tell me that the game's not even out yet? The game's not even... So the DLC could be just part of the game? It could just literally be a part... Make it... Dog... Hey, dude. Dog, make it make sense. What? If it's functional, just put it in the game.
I mean... You're right.
But Todd Howard said,
it
just works. It just works.
Yeah.
It just works.
And everybody agreed.
Dude, there's definitely some decisions being made in the video game industry that breaks my brain. One of them that's like absolutely... So Cyberpunk went from very negatively reviewed to, is it overwhelmingly positive on Steam now?
Yep.
And it is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's
phenomenal.
Jake,
and it continues to get updates.
It just got 2.2. It just got 2.2, and 2.2 added a bunch of stuff. But another game that had that took that same road of when it came out, it was just not, it wasn't it. Was No Man's Sky.
Oh, yeah.
No Man's Sky has officially reached an overwhelmingly positive rating on Steam. Officially. Over like the past week.
As it should.
And they just released Worlds 2. And this is we're talking...
checked out that update.
We're talking about a studio that was so unbelievably small, an independent studio that was so small. And they managed to make this game with like crazy ambition And they marketed as like basically it was going to revolutionize gaming. And then it came out and it did not. But then somehow
spit all over my monitor.
Somehow instead of the studio going under, they just
like a phoenix.
Dude,
it rose.
It rose from the ashes, dude. I don't understand. Every single thing they have done, there's like 12 DLCs for No Man's Sky. Like legitimately there's 10 to 12.
I don't even know if I'd call them DLCs because it's just the game keeps getting additions to it. It's not like...
But that's stuff like Worlds 2. There's zero reason in the way the gaming market works right now. There's zero reason they could not charge for it. Zero reason. Because everybody else in the market's doing it. Everybody.
But they don't have to, and that's a good thing to see.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how did they not shut down? How, like, in what world?
The fans.
Dude.
It's them fans, man.
No Man's Sky is unreal. Like, if you just want a sandbox in which you can literally just go out and do anything, like, actually
anything is a bit of a stretch.
I mean, yeah, all right, anything.
If you like exploring outer space, and you want to be able to do that to the
end of your days,
infinite capacity,
the end of your days,
that's the game. If you're looking to battle in outer space, like go to a different planet and fight whatever.
I mean, you can't fight people, but there's enemies. What?
There are, but it's not a combat focused game.
I mean, no, it's not combat focused.
It's an exploration game. It really is.
It's just a sandbox.
But it's fun.
But so like, just to kind of put into perspective, if you don't know what No Man's Sky is, we're on Earth, right? And you see a star in space. You look up at the night sky and you see a star in space, and you're like, "Dang, that's far away. I wonder what that looks like." In No Man's Sky, that star, legitimately, if you're on a planet, for you on foot to circumnavigate that planet is going to take you real life weeks to circumnavigate a planet. It might take longer.
It takes a while.
That star that you see, you can go to that star. And then you can go
warp drive.
You can or if you wanted to, you legitimately point A to point B, you could fly there normal speed. Which is the dumbest thing in the world. Nobody's going to do it, but it's possible.
That's going to take you, it will say,
years.
like 3 days.
No, there's...
Well, yeah, times there, it'll say,
years.
like... Yeah.
And that's how monumental this game is. And then, the game's so big that you as a player, if you go and you land on a planet, and it says that it is a newly discovered planet... your name gets attached to that planet. And so
you have to like input it into a database.
If some other person happens upon this planet in real life, another person goes, they're playing the game and they go to that planet, it will say you were the one to discover that planet. Right. And they said there's like multi-quintillion, it's like 6 quintillion or 12 quintillion planets. There is not enough time for us as human beings to discover every single planet in that game.
Here they are with more content than Starfield could ever dream of. And they only have 1,000. And that was like a lie. It was like not as many as they said.
It's farts. And every single planet
can't
is
even
just
explore the whole planet.
It's just barren. It's just barren. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. It's a barren wasteland. Starfield
losers
eat eggs.
And it has loading
because
screens.
They're expensive.
No Man's Sky doesn't have a single one other than getting into the game.
There is not a single loading screen in No Man's Sky. And that's where I was trying to get was the next thing was how can we have once again an indie studio makes something that was, at this point, is absolutely revolutionary for the video game industry, because it just is. There's no other game. Well, there's Star Citizen. But it's janky.
Look, I can't even do anything in Star Citizen. I've had the game for 2 years. every update comes out.
Crash.
Every update I open it up.
Crash.
Every update I get nowhere.
Bugs. But so you have Hello Games, right? So they have No Man's Sky, and now they're making Light No Fire. And I'm dummy excited for that because it's the same thing, but they said we're sticking to one planet, and this one planet is gonna basically be like a 1-to-1 ratio of Earth. And like,
you know, though, they've got the Molyneux effect where it's like
but they can follow up. That's the problem.
They can.
Whereas
speaking of Peter Molyneux,
dude,
did you hear that Fable's coming to PlayStation
PlayStation 5
like day one?
PlayStation. Shout out Xbox, dude. Dude. No. Shout out Xbox. You know why? Shout out Xbox. I don't want Microsoft to own everything. That happens, guess what? You have no competition.
This is how it works. They start putting their releases onto the PlayStation, so PlayStation goes,
Game Pass.
Here's
Game Pass.
Here's your way in. We get enough Xbox titles onto the PlayStation.
They're just gonna
say, hey, we could rip all of them right off right now if you don't put the Game Pass on there. And Sony goes, oh, we just set ourselves up like dominoes.
Could you
tell me I'm wrong?
Dude, if that happens,
dude, yo, Pete Hines,
dude,
he's over there going, "Oh yeah, you want to give us God of War? Oh, you're gonna take it away? Ooh, Spider-Man,
dude.
You think anybody even cares about Spider-Man, dude? All people have done is mod it.
I mean,
in the first 3 days it came out, that's all people want to do,
and it's a buggy mess.
It is a buggy mess.
You know what else is a buggy mess? Real quick, The Sims 1 and 2 that just came out for PC. They just re-released The Sims 1 and 2.
Well, are we even confident that The Sims 1 and 2 weren't buggy mess? Dude,
they were.
You would put a countertop down in front of your Sim in the second one, and he couldn't navigate around it.
Yeah,
he'd just yell.
But, all right, hear me out. Kristen tried playing the first one last night, and it won't even start. So I was like, how can I fix this? And then I went to Google, trying to see what other, if anybody else was having this issue. This issue is running rampant. Basically, a ton of people can't. The game just doesn't even open. You'll see the icon pop up and then close.
That's not the first time an EA game has done that.
Oh, dude.
They do it all the time, actually.
Dude, EA games. Dude, challenge everything.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, challenge everything. It's EA.
They do, indeed.
It's EA. And so when you go
farts.
When you go to buy it, right? So it shows Sims 1. It shows the Sims 2 Legacy, whatever they're calling it. And then you get 2 skin packs for The Sims 4, and then in that purchase thing, that bundle, it shows that you get Sims 4 for free. And then I was like, Sims 4 is free. It is. Why are you putting it in the bundle? It's free. It's free. But
it wasn't.
It's because they canceled Sims 5. And the Sims 4 is now their model. Sims 4 is they're just going to be adding more DLC.
Of course, the game should be free because altogether, if you want to get all the expansion packs for the Sims 4, you're going to be dirt broke.
Oh, thousands.
Dude, you want to talk about the price of eggs? Let's talk about the price of a house pack in The Sims.
All Sims 4 DLC costs. Let's see.
It costs $400 to get every skin pack in Call of Duty, the new one. So how much does it cost to buy all the Sims expansion packs?
This is
$3,000.
Wait.
Am I buying a new car?
This is as of August 24, and since August, I believe there have been 2, if not 3, DLCs.
I'm about to get mad. I'm about to get mad.
As of August 2024, it's $1,235. To have every piece of DLC for The Sims 4, it'll set you back $1,250, dog. That's Video games are just starting to suck. Video games just suck.
It's not all of them. Let's be honest.
Money hungry studios is what it is.
No. Because what is it? Kingdom Come. I've got it on here. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. No microtransactions. Unity 5 or Unreal Engine 5 looks insane.
Straight game, dog.
Doesn't need anything else to back it up. It's just good game. By the time you're hearing this, we got 1 day, and I want it. Dude, did you see you get branded if you become like a lawbreaker? They'll brand you in the game, and then people will talk smack about you all around town.
The way they described it, the developers, they were like, you basically get to play the character that you want in medieval times. Whatever you want to do, you want to be that
Fable
guy.
Was supposed to be.
You want to be the town drunk? You want to be the town drunk? Go be the town drunk. Like, yep. I'm excited, and I still haven't even played the first one, so I gotta play the first one. I still gotta finish The Witcher 3. In the past 2 weeks, I put 50 hours in the game, and I'm still not done. Dude, I gotta finish the main game, and I still haven't. I just started Blood and Wine, so I'm like nowhere near being done. But I have
Blood and Wine takes forever. It's a lot of repetition at a certain point, though.
I'm still excited because I really like the map. I really like.
Yeah, the map's like really colorful.
Tucson's really, really beautiful. Reminds me of what I would imagine Italy to look like.
Yeah.
Is kind of what I imagine. But so yeah, you're right that they're consumers will.
The Witcher 4 is coming out.
Oh yeah, Consumers are going to buy good games.
Have skin packs for Fable.
100%.
Dude, Fable 3 had dye packs.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Man. I mean, if you make a good game, people are gonna buy it. At the end of the day, people are gonna buy it. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's how.
And
that's
if
how
you're
games
making
work.
GTA, please keep it a low price. Please
like
keep it a low price. I'm begging you.
If you make it $100 and people start selling Dookie fart games for $100, I'm gonna be mad at Rockstar. I'm
gonna go buy more eggs than video games if that's the case.
Yeah, dude. Screw it. I'm just gonna eat eggs.
I'm gonna spend $500 on a bunch of eggs just to egg Rockstar Studios. This costs as much as one of your games.
A carton of eggs.
You suck.
You suck. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. All right. Now's for Jacob's moment to shine. What did you do this past week, Jacob?
This past Friday I went. Well, okay, back it up. I don't know how I exactly came across it, but I was watching an interview. That's what it was. I was watching an interview with his name is Jim Caviezel. I believe that's how you say it. Or Caviezel, I don't know. But he played Jesus in The Passion of the Christ. And I was watching an interview about him, and he was talking about the Shroud of Turin, and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. I wonder what it is. I looked it up, and where I'm at, they have the third replica.
The third?
Ever made. Yeah, it's the third replica ever made here in Ann Arbor at Cathedral, St. Thomas. The reason it's there is because St. Thomas in the Bible is the dude who put his finger through Jesus' hand to like make sure the hole was real. So it's there, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I like artifacts and stuff like that. So I invited our dad, his girlfriend, and Lindsay, my girlfriend, to go take a tour of it because it's free.
Oh, it is free. It is free.
Shout out the tour guide, Paola. She was cool. She's from Rome.
She's cool. Is she cool?
No, she's cool.
Is she? Is she?
Yeah. She.
Are you sure?
She explained the whole situation. No.
Did she have a good excuse?
Yeah, she was.
Did she have neurovirus?
Hey, mistakes happen.
TB?
Happen. Oh.
Okay. Well, then I don't know how cool she is. I'm just saying.
Anyways, she's really passionate about this thing, so she's teaching us all about it and like going over the Shroud of Turin is essentially this linen that was woven for like burial essentially of the people on the cross or when they were crucified. This one particular though was like made essentially the way it was woven was made for like a king at that time apparently, which is like a little weird. And there's a whole history behind it. Like, there's a whole history about it. She went over, like, exactly how it was possible for it to happen, why science has agreed now that it's like a supernatural thing, and they can't really explain how it happened because they've tried to replicate it over and over and over and over.
Which is bananas.
They can't.
That's Wait, hold up. Time out. I want to say this while you're gonna keep going. You're probably gonna notice right here, right down here. Down there.
Pictures. Got some pictures.
We're gonna have like a little slideshow of the pictures that Jacob took while he was going through this, so that's pretty tight.
Yeah. So there's like it's in this little basement of a cathedral, and they got a bunch of stuff on the walls talking about like how it moved throughout the world, and like basically some of the stuff's talking about the plant pollen that was found on it is like from all of these ancient places over on the other side of the world, basically. And how there's no way to fake it because of the way they've dated all the pollen that they found and all this stuff. If somebody was going to make a fake, how are they going to know what pollens were where this
at
thing
that time
traveled and then gone back and gotten the ancient pollen and sprinkled it on the thing?
Yeah,
a lot of it just like
Doug, there's no way.
A lot of it's just her explaining how
it physically was impossible to replicate. Like
that, there's like tons of historical accounts of like paintings and things like that have basically confirmed that this thing has made it all the way through time.
That's crazy.
Pretty nuts.
That's actually nuts.
But then she was talking about how like apparently it never even touched the person that was in it because of how it wasn't like tampered with in any way.
What do you mean it wasn't touched? Huh? Wait, what? Huh?
Like,
what? Huh?
When you touch linen, it obscures the fabric. And with the way it is presented, it has no, like, sign of that. Like, there's no sign that anybody was ever, like, laid on it or was draped over anybody. But it still also has all of this scientific DNA and like all of these other marks that make sense as to how it is the way it is. Even so that like I have a paper, it's over here, but there was a nuclear engineer who worked on the atomic bomb who even like had theories about it. And he came to the conclusion that, oh yeah, it's probably real.
I don't know. Wait. And I don't know. I don't know if you've said this whole time. This is the shroud that Jesus was supposed to have been wrapped with.
Oh yeah. This is the shroud that Jesus Christ was apparently wrapped in when he was put in the tomb.
Yes, when he was put in.
To confirm that.
He's just talking about the Shroud of Turin, and like everybody's like, huh?
Yeah. So the thing is, like, it's just this white linen that's got like this outline or like silhouette imprinted on it of a man.
How?
Who's like set up. Well, here's the thing. She kind of broke it down a little bit and was basically saying that even the depth that it's imprinted into the linen is like, I don't know. It's like I can't even remember how she explained it. It was so thinly like imprinted into the linen that it makes no sense. Like nothing could do that. And I don't know. It's nuts. In the late 1800s, when cameras were developed, they took a picture of it. One guy took a picture of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing
developed, that. And I've got negative developed, and it looked like that. Which you see that, and you go, "Oh, that's pretty gnarly."
He said that's pretty gnarly.
Because how does that just show up in a picture? Like,
so wait, hold up. You mean to tell me it was just the linen?
It was just the linen.
Everybody
and they
only
didn't know
saw
all of this. Yeah.
Hold up.
Hundreds.
No, you're breaking my brain. No.
So nobody
to the naked
saw
eye.
This. Yeah, nobody saw this version.
It was
I'm
just
sure you'll
linen.
see the linen. It was just the linen.
And he just decided to take a picture of it, and that came out.
Yeah.
I'd have pooped myself on the spot.
Yeah, well, he basically did. Yeah.
He said I mean, yeah.
But then, time goes on, and in the 70s, the 1970s, they have a whole team of researchers do like studies on it and whatnot. This thing was also involved in a fire in Italy in like, I don't know if it was the 1500s or what, but it has burn marks on it. And some of it was repaired. Like the original was repaired by some people way back when.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in the 1970s, they used what is it called? They used a machine. It's VA something or other that maps planet depth. Like NASA uses it, and they used it on the shroud, just like all willy nilly.
Why?
And
What?
then
Why?
they found. So I have
Why?
this thing. This is you can't really tell on camera, but it's like a 3D. You can kind of see it a little bit. It's a little 3D. So
I
this is
totally can't
actually
tell.
embedded into it. That encoding is embedded into the shroud. When they took that little sensor to it, it created a full 3D person out of the shroud. And if you were to do that with a regular photo, you wouldn't get that. It would look all weird. And they tried to replicate it a number of times, and the only thing that did it was the shroud. And it's kind of, yeah, you can kind of see it's a little 3D there. And
that's what
it's
that's
both
wild.
The front and back. They have like a full like closet she opened up, and she shut all the lights off, and you can see like the full person that they've like scanned into the 3D hologram. And it's like you can see all these lash marks and whatnot on the backside of them. But she was pointing out that if you look at the body, you'll see that it doesn't look like it's somebody laying down. Like if you sit down, your legs kind of bulge out just because that's how people are.
Yeah.
But this body looked like it was just floating, like it wasn't on anything, which is why they came to the conclusion that it had never actually touched the linen. Because
the body never touched the linen.
The body never even rested on the block of stone that it was on. Like, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy.
Huh?
But yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah.
Huh?
And
Dog,
you can
what?
fully see like all the lash marks that are described in the Bible that he was dealt and all this stuff. And it's just the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Dude, he said in my entire life.
I'll tell you what, and I'm not the only one who thought that, but it's just like, whether or not you're religious, it was a documented event that happened among a long time. And everybody who studied it
almost all
has come to the
religion.
conclusion. Everybody has come to the conclusion that it's probably his. So much so that like there's blood on the shroud. There's blood on it. But
it never touched a body.
Like, that's the thing. That's the thing. And even so, they've tried to like mimic it in ways. And when you put blood onto a linen, it absorbs into the fabric in a way where it like creates a star pattern. Like have you ever put like water on a cloth and you've seen it? There's no sign of it doing that. It just looks like it was somehow imprinted onto it, but not in it.
It's almost like how the silhouette. It sounds really bad, but like atomic bombs, right? Silhouettes of people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why they had the nuclear guy who worked on the atomic bomb. The guy who worked on the atomic bomb, like a photographer who worked on the atomic bomb, was the guy who was like, he had the question about the blood.
He's like, how?
Then and he said, the blood on here is so red. Why is it still so red? And
because blood turns brown after like half an hour.
But what the explanation was that the person in the shroud who was beaten and battered so badly that the bilirubin builds up in a way where it makes the blood like stay red because of the amount of bilirubin produced in your body to make up for the lack of everything else. Because you're bleeding for 12 hours. Your blood becomes red to the point where it doesn't turn brown because there's so little oxygen in your body that it doesn't oxidize. Wild stuff. So in the photos you can see like the back and front side on the shroud. I didn't get like the greatest photo, but I'm gonna go back here in April because
you said free, dude.
Got a
100% going
back. It's free.
100%.
And she even said she wanted us to come back because they have like the wrapping that they put on his head when he was on the cross to like get all the blood off his face. That's gonna be there
Like the real one?
After Easter. She didn't specify. She just said that the wrap that was on his head is coming. So I want to know. So I'm going to go check it out.
Because I was going to say, I thought technically there is zero actual evidence that he exists.
I don't know.
Like because there is no proof.
No, there's evidence he existed. He was a person.
Oh, yeah,
They
okay.
just don't know if it was
gotcha.
the Son of God.
All
just
right,
like we don't know if Donald Trump's really got hair or if it's a wig. We don't know if he's really an orange.
100% a toupee.
Or just likes being orange.
Yeah, you're right.
But anyways,
hey, Apple.
It's crazy interesting thing. It's the third one in the world. There's one in Jerusalem, one in Rome, and now there's one 15 minutes from me. So
in Michigan.
Of all things, it was just such a weird circumstance. That's why I went. I was like, it's like
had to happen.
The stars aligned in the weirdest way. So I gotta go check it out. And it's pretty cool. It's really cool, and it was free.
I mean, I like
free.
Same. I like I legitimately do like informative stuff like that. Like,
Oh yeah.
We went to Salem 2 years ago, and well, a year ago ish. And obviously we went there for Halloween, so it was like all the witch trial stuff, and that's like what Salem's known for is the witch trials.
Right.
But then like we did this like little one-off thing where they have a pirate museum, and like going through that
I
and
remember you talking about that.
Learning about Sam Bellamy. It was in like seeing physical things that have been recovered from this ship that is hundreds of years old. It is like the most mind-boggling. Like you sit back and you're like, dang, this actually exists. Like this is a thing. So like learning about stuff like that is actually fascinating to me.
One more thing about that shroud is that the reason they assume it's Jesus is because on the shroud they found like the same stones that were in that area. Like they dated the dirt that essentially was on the person's feet, and they found in that zone that it was the same kind of, I think it was I can't remember. Shoot. But they found that. They also found that he has bruised knees in the same way that Jesus supposedly fell down carrying the cross. Broken nose, swollen face, and blood right along his ribs.
Yeah, around the... Too many happenstances.
Too many happenstances. And it was also like, if it's a replica, why wouldn't the person who found it or made it way back then sold a bunch?
Right, yeah. I mean, like, yeah.
If you can replicate it back then, why wouldn't you become the richest guy in the world?
Literally. Like, literally. Be like, dude, this is the cloth Jesus was wrapped in.
Yeah, I mean, believe it, don't believe it.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty crazy.
It's so
could
cool.
see it being true because, like...
It's still cool. 100%.
Who? You look at that. I don't care who you are. You look at that, you go, oh, I think I know who that is.
Hey, you know, like, that guy looks familiar.
Even these blood marks and whatnot, those are on the shroud. Like,
how? So
and
today,
she was pointing out that there's like a little dot, and I don't know, the camera's not going, but there's a little dot here of blood that's missing, and they found the cloth after the fact of finding the shroud, and it kind of like pieced it all together. Pretty nuts. And then he's got 3D embedded into it. Like, what?
I mean, that's really cool. That's actually really cool.
And yeah, they've got like they've got a bronze like re-sculpture of how he would have been positioned under the shroud.
Yeah.
Crazy. And the reason, if you're wondering why they were able to get like the back and the front of the shroud, it's because it's like wrapped around the head to toe rather than being like
instead of being horizontal,
it's
it
like
was vertical.
Over, like one just big piece of linen. Yeah.
Wow, that's
pretty pretty wild. And she was
That's
saying that
wild.
like they assumed because of how it's like some sort of they were studying how it could have been radiation of some sort because of how it's imprinted. They like all the protons
How?
and
How?
atoms of this person almost in a way just
Combusted.
blew through both sides.
That's what I'm saying. It just
And
combusted.
that's what left that, like, almost as if when a bomb goes off, it leaves a shadow of somebody.
Spontaneous
same
combustion,
way.
Doug.
And the body is completely symmetrical.
That's so to this day, nobody can explain how this thing just has a person
Nope.
imprinted on it.
Nope. And they can't even replicate it. Heat will literally just ruin the linen. You can't paint it because, like I said, it'll create that pattern within the linen that makes it obvious that it's been painted.
Well, yeah,
If
as
you
soon
drape
as
it
you
over a person now, it looks, because if you think about a cloth being draped over you, it's gonna
you're gonna lose detail. You're gonna lose detail.
Well, that and it's gonna be warped because
Well,
it's
yeah.
riding along the edge of your face.
Yeah.
This one looks like it was like just pressed perfectly because there's no distortion in anything.
That's so weird.
Wild.
That's so
Wild.
weird. That's so weird.
Wild. But I'm gonna go back because that was fun.
I like free.
Shout out Paula.
I paid
Got some
$20 for my museum
crazy
tickets.
good food afterwards.
Ooh, you gonna tell him the joke that dad told you?
Growing up, our we came from a fairly religious family.
Very.
But our grandfather, growing up, he was an old man. Right? Let me preface, he was an old man. You think Joe Biden makes mistakes?
No.
Our grandfather would walk into church with his pants ripped and underwear literally hanging out the backside. And yeah, Dad, I'm so sorry. You're probably seeing this. I know he's seeing this. Dude, we went to the restaurant and he was explaining why he was rushed. And he was like, I put on my holy pants because he was wearing jeans. Dude. So I compared him to our grandfather because I thought,
I put on my holy pants.
That is the most our dad joke to make.
Oh. 100. That is like the epitome of dad joke, dude.
Yeah. Like, yep. Yeah.
100%. I had to put on my holy pants.
But anyways, yeah.
I'm sorry.
The shroud was gnarly, pretty cool, pretty gruesome to see it.
Yeah, I mean, awful.
And also, like, you see the crown of thorns, and you might go, well, that's not a crown. But that's because what has been depicted for so long isn't
the fact. I wanted to talk about that. Is every single picture,
even in the Passion of Christ, it's a ring.
It's a ring.
But
it's a ring that sat around his head. But at that tour that you went to, it's literally a dome of thorns that was the circumference of his head.
And they took that, and then they took sticks and they beat it into his head. Ain't that something, dude?
Dude.
Tight.
Olden days, dog.
Dude, and I get mad when I don't get my order right.
Yeehaw. That's crazy.
But that's it. So yeah, I got these.
That's tight.
Got those photos.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That's sick. That's actually really cool though. And hopefully, the next time we go up that way, it would be cool to stop and see it. It would be.
It is. Yeah, you have to like schedule a tour, but it's.
I mean, if I know we're coming up,
right.
That's easy. That's easy. The biggest, I mean, like the likelihood of us ever flying up to Michigan right now, is like 0.
Dude, who's flying anywhere right now?
Birds. That's it. That's it. Psychopaths.
Yeah. People willing to risk it all, dude.
Risk it all, dog. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
That's it. That's all I got for this week.
That's it.
That's about.
No, that was a lot though.
I got a song rec.
Oh yeah, Jacob's got a song rec. All right, Jacob, hit us with the greatest song rec so far.
Dude, AI. AI is crazy.
Come a long way. Come a long way.
You might think this ain't true, but I'll tell you what. Just imagine if Ninja had a low taper fade. Just for a moment. Because my song rec this week is Low Taper Fade. By not I think it's Eric Doa. That was the original. Not that one. This one blows that out of the water all the way to another planet, dude.
It's like I mean, you hit the nail on the head when you said it's like if Post Malone.
We don't need Post Malone
at this point. If you listen to this song, you'll understand.
Check out the playlist. It's Low Taper Fade, made by Jersey Lawman.
Song rec of the week. Go check it out on the playlist. Where can they find the playlist, Jacob?
Oh, on Spotify. Same name as the podcast. If you look up above me, you'll also see. No, is it? No, it's not. I mean, it's the name of the podcast. If you look above me, really.
He's like, no, it's. I mean, it's there. I mean, it's.
It's the playlist over on Spotify. 2 Degrees of Separation playlist.
I really need to.
You'll find it all. You'll find it all.
I really need to post the playlist more across our socials. I really do, because I've never really posted it anywhere, and it might make people's lives a lot easier. Instead of, I mean, like if you just got a link that you can click instead of having to go.
Yeah, we can make it a pinned tweet.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do that this week. But yeah, if you wanna check it out, it's absolutely going to be on the socials this week. And if you want to check us out, it is at the number 2 DOF separation across the board, baby. Everywhere on the internet. It's everywhere on the internet. Everywhere you can think of. And I want to mention, really appreciate. What am I doing?
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. I separated my. This is gonna sound gross. My fingernail, like from the tip of my finger, a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and there's like some funk under there. So I'm using a guitar pick to get it out.
You do. I'm playing the fingernail.
I'm playing. Yeah.
People in 1800s be like,
that's 100%, dude. It's like the spoons. It's fine.
Keep a beat, Johnny.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Thanks for watching last week's episode.
Oh, no.
Big Preesh, as one dude said one time when I held the door open for him.
Big Preesh.
Big Preesh.
I forgot about that, dude.
I still say that all the time.
I needs to be in my vocabulary, 100%.
Big Preesh.
Big Preesh.
If we ever make merch, that's going to be the first thing we sell.
Big Preesh. Please. That's crazy. No, I was going to say yes. Well, first of all, thank you to everybody that, actually tuned in to watch the podcast on YouTube. Wasn't expecting that. And then also thank you to everybody that actually checked out the couple of clips that we did. Wasn't expecting that either. So if you're enjoying the clips, you can check up. It's on all of our socials. They're everywhere. So if you want to check those out.
Big up.
Big up. No.
Cups for your boy.
But yeah, so appreciate everybody checking that out. And that's Big Preesh. And that was, I always said when we were going to do video that it would be a lot easier to do clips. And basically everybody I've talked to about those, they just thought they were hilarious. So appreciate it.
Lindsay liked them. I showed her.
Appreciate it.
Shout out Eli. He edits literally all of it. I don't.
He said I'm just here for the memes.
I'm just the talent.
That's it. That's
I'm
it.
here to clip farm.
There, that's I swear. No, not again. Not again.
Every week until it's over.
That's it. Oh no, 4
Every week.
years?
Look,
No,
we're gonna build a wall. Yeah.
no.
Look at all the eggs. I say we're losing. We're losing the war.
Because of the eggs?
Yeah.
All right. He said, yeah.
The trade war.
There you go. Oh, I also did find out. I looked into finally doing the putting the playlist over on Apple Music, but Apple be gatekeeping hard. To even make a playlist, you have to have a subscription. And I don't own a single Apple product. I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay for that. Shout out Spotify.
I don't think there's a way I could do it through like any distribution thing either.
No. So what I'm gonna do, because I thought about it, I was like, this sucks. Like, because I know a lot of people do use Apple Music, right? And not everybody has Spotify. Well, not all of our listeners are on Spotify. And now we have video, so a lot of people watching the video. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sit down this week and I'm going to recreate the entire playlist on YouTube at a minimum. That way,
if
at least
you can find all the songs.
I think it'll probably be easier
if
than
it's on Spotify.
I was like, it'll probably be easier than I think. But yeah, no, appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to us being weirdos, and appreciate everybody enjoying the videos. And Jacob said if we ever make merch, right? Jacob is like talking about that, and I gotta say it. Look, because I'm putting him on blast, Jacob made this sweatshirt.
Yeah, I did.
Jacob made this sweatshirt, dude.
Show him the sleeve. Show him the sleeve. No.
it's I've washed it a bunch, but it's
still there.
It's still there. Well, this one's much worse. That one's much worse. But does it have the tag in the back too?
I don't know.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, custom tags, man.
Sick. So
someday we'll get back to it. Maybe, probably not.
I mean, well, this is here, so
we got to at some point.
This is here. We could maybe sometime. Maybe eventually.
Big Preesh.
Big Preesh. So, that's all I got. Jacob, that's you. We good? That's it. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done, dude. We're done.
Yeah.
Sick.
I think so.
I almost forgot what to say. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. And good night.
Hasta luego. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We said it. We say it every week. We say it every week. It's not good morning. It's not good afternoon. Or good evening. Or good night. It's bye-bye. Bye.